everyone. Good morning. This is Deborah. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to talk about something that's probably the most important thing you'll hear today, and that is signs of a stroke, the warning signs. So if you remember the word FAST, F-A.S.T, you might remember this if a loved one or even yourself is experiencing some of these signs. So let's get the old reading glasses on. The first one for FAST, for the first letter's F, it is for your face drooping. It's kind of like Bell's palsy. Does one side of the face droop or is it numb? Ask the person to smile. That is an indicator, okay? If the smile is uneven or crooked, get them to the hospital. Now, before I go into any further of this, my father and I were very close. We had, I think, that similar personality where we like to make people laugh. One day I was talking to my dad on the phone and he was not making any sense and he was slurring his words, and I immediately called my mother at work and I said, "What's going on with Dad? Did you change his medication?" She said, "No." I said, "Mom, he's had a stroke." And yeah, he did, because he was like almost 380, maybe 400 pounds. He was 6'4.5". Within a matter of maybe 3 months, he was down to 180. The stroke caused him to just walk all the time. He just walked in the house all the time. He never spoke to anybody. For like 3 months, he couldn't speak. Now, I don't know what my mother was doing about the VA. I had my own issues, but I was the first one to notice. So, fast forward, I was mad at my mother for something, and I didn't want to talk to her for 3 months, but I love my mother, don't get me wrong. I love her too much, probably. But there are times where we had a conflict of opinion. So I'm sitting in my car and I see my dad, and he jumps in at the grocery store in Kilmarnock, Virginia. And the first words out of his mouth, and I hadn't heard him talk for a long time, he said, "Please call your mom." That just broke my heart. I realized these little petty differences our family has, it's not worth it, honey. It's not. Because I lost 3 months where I could have been with my mom. You see what I'm saying? So that was the first words out of my dad's mouth. So I knew it was engraved in stone. Yes, I immediately went and visited my mother. But the first sign was slurred speech. He recovered and lived another, I think, 15 years. The next one is on the word FAST, is the A is for arm weakness. Can they raise both arms? Does one arm drift downward? And then the one I already talked about was the S in FAST, is the speech difficulty. Is it slurred? It's like they're drunk or something. Yeah, my dad, that's why I thought his medication had changed, right? Okay, the last thing is the most important, T for time. You have a golden hour, I think it's called, where if you can get to the hospital within an hour, they can, I think it's an injection that they can give you to stop any more damage, I guess. Because every minute, I think you lose a whole lot of brain cells. So it is emergency. And you got to note the time when the symptoms started because of that golden hour. So the T is the time to call 911. I wouldn't suggest that you drive yourself. So the golden hour, let's talk about that, refers to the first 60 minutes after stroke onset, when there's the greatest chance to restore blood flow and save threatened tissues. The only reason why I'm talking about this today is because one of my best friends had a heart attack and died. And there's different types of strokes, so research that when you get a chance. But she just went in the bathroom in the middle of the night, and my brother found her earlier that morning. And my brother's a pretty light sleeper, let me tell you. Because when I was living with him, if I even gotten up in the middle of the night, the floorboards would creak and he'd get mad at me. And because we're all like that. We're all very light sleepers. So learn the F.A.S.T, okay? What was the F for? Let's see. I think it was for the drooping of the face. The A, let's see, look at that back out again. Oh my God. I already forgot. Oh, A is for the arm weakness. Yes. S is for the speech. And T is to get yourself to the hospital because time is of the essence. Yeah. You got to get that shot. And I think it's the only once in a lifetime shot. I don't think if you think you have a stroke every other month, they're not going to give you that shot again. I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I am not a doctor. And I just found out this morning that I need a knee replacement. Oh my God. I'm going to be, well, I'm already the bionic woman, but I know the knees are a little bit more difficult to replace. But thank God I bought some BioFreeze. Yeah. So learn the F.A.S.T, people. Thank you. Bye.